Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a mobile office trailer that is scaled for minifigures for today's Lego brick tutorial. Let's begin with a 6x12 plate for the floor of our office work trailer. I'm going to flip this over. Right on the far left, a 2x4 plate right here. Then a set of 2x2 by 2/3 plate with 2 studs on the side. Place these right here. Followed by 4 more 2x2 by 2/3 plate with 2 studs. If you have them all in white would be better, or it depends on what color you choose, but I didn't have enough, so I'm going to be using medium stone gray for this. Then a stack of 4x8 plates. We're going to need to muscle this one down right here, followed by another one right in this 2x6 reveal. That's going to be used to attach our wheel axles that we'll be building in a later segment. Now I want to flip this back over. Right here, another 6x12 plate. And right in these 1x8 openings, a set of 1x8 plates. Now I want to flip this back over. Right over here, a 2x4 plate. And 10 more of these 2x2 by 2/3 plate with 2 studs. Place these as shown. Now we won't be seeing this gray color, it'll be hidden once we're all done. So I saved the white parts for the ends because we're going to see those. They're going to look like a two-tone effect, and I didn't want that nasty gray to poke through, so we're going to take these and place these right here. Next, take a set of 1x6 plates, place these on both ends, and 6 1x8 plates with slide. The reason why I'm using these is when I put my siding on the trailer, it'll look like trim. It'll work perfect for this application. So I'm going to place 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom, and also this helps lock in all these joints too. Let's place these right here. I'm going to flip this over. Just note the side that we have this on. Now we're going to take several 2x2 flat tiles. This is going to be like those stick-on linoleum tiles you usually see in one of these type of trailers. Place these right here. We have a 1 stud reveal all the way around. And we're going to place several of these. I believe it's 33 tiles in total. So just grab a whole bunch and just set these down in here. Now you can use any color you wish. I'm using cool yellow. I want to make this look as tacky as possible. I had to put that in there. I was going to use tan, and I thought, well, I haven't used cool yellow, so I figured why not. So we're going to continue on here. Now I could speed build through this, but that wouldn't be no fun. So we can hear the crunchy of the tiles going down on the studs. There we go. That cool yellow looks really good. I mean, if you even want to, you can put pink in there too, or you can have a checkerboard effect. Just depends. And then we can finish this up right here with 6 more. Well, one's running away from me. Get back over there. Place this last one right here. This will complete this portion of the base. For the left side of our trailer, we're going to start with a 1x4 brick. I'm going to place a 1x2 brick right on the top left-hand side. Then I'm going to set down a 1x4 brick on the right-hand side where it's hanging over by 2 studs and fill that area in with a 1x2 brick. Back on the third row, the left-hand side, a 1x4 brick followed by a 1x2 brick right here. Then I'm going to take a set of 1x2 by 3 windows with glass, place these right in here, right in the center, along the sides. I'm going to take a set of 1x1 bricks. I want to stack these on top of one another, flatten those down. I want to make 2 columns, set these on both sides of our windows, and a 1x6 plate to lock all that together. For the right wall of our trailer, start with a 1x4 brick. I'm going to place a 1x2 brick right on the left hand side, followed by a 1 1x4 brick where it's hanging over by a set of studs, and we're going to fill in this area here with a 1x2 brick. Then I want to proceed on with the third row with a 1x4 brick and a 1x2 brick. Now right on these center studs, I'm going to place a 1x2 plate followed by a 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with studs on both sides. Place this right here. That's going to be used to attach our air condition. Then I want to proceed on with a set of 1x2 bricks. I'm going to stack these on top of one another. I'm going to place these columns on both sides. And then I'm going to lock all this together with a set of 1x4 and 1x2 bricks. And to secure up this joint, a 1x6 plate. And for the air condition, I'm going to place a 1x2 radiator grill right there. And right here in the top right, a 1x1 flat tile with a keypad. And a 1x1 flat tile right here to complete this section. And these studs here are going to be left to attach the outer portion of our air condition unit. Alright, we're going to take this panel right here with the air condition. I'm going to place this right here on this lip, and this one right here in this opening. Now, right here on the left, I'm going to take a 1x1 brick with one stud, place this right here, followed by 4 1x4 bricks with 4 studs. These are going to be used to attach our vertical siding to the work trailer. I want to skip 4 studs, and right here a 1x2 brick with 2 studs and a 1x1 brick with 1 stud. Now back on this side, I'm going to take a 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 4 studs, place this right here, followed by a 1x1 by 1 2/3 brick with 2 studs. Set that right there. We're going to place another one of these 1x1 bricks with the 2 studs right in this area, followed by several 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 4 studs. Now, if you don't have a whole lot of these, you can skip a few of them if you choose, but I've been obtaining these for quite some time, so I'm just going to go crazy on this project with these. It's been a long time since I've been waiting for this style of part. Back on the left, a 1x1 brick with 2 studs, followed by 2 1x2 bricks with 4 studs. Now in this opening, I'm going to set down 3 1x2 plates with slide. It's going to be used as a little ledge for a window. And a few more 1x2 by 1 2/3 bricks with 4 studs. Place these right here. And on this side, a 1x2 brick with 4 studs and a 1x1 brick with 2 studs. Now back on the right, a 1x2 brick with 4 studs, followed by a 1x1 brick with 2 studs. For a door, take a 1x4 by 6 frame. I'm going to take a nice lime green door and set this right inside the frame, and a stud for a little doorknob. Place that right there. I'm going to set this right in this 1x4 opening as shown. Then I'm going to proceed on with a 1x1 brick with 2 studs, 2 1x2 bricks with 4 studs, and a 1x1 brick with 2 studs right here. Now for windows, I'm going to take some glass, place it inside of a 1x2 by 3 frame. We're going to make 3 of these and set these right on top of our plates with slide. And then continue on with our bricks on the side here with a 1x1 brick with 2 studs and a pair of 1x2 bricks with 4 studs. And on top of all this, to lock all these joints together, 3 1x8 plates with slide. We're going to set these right here. This is going to lock all these joints together and straighten everything out. To finish up this side. And right on top, while we're here, a 1x8, 1x6, 1x8 flat tiles to finish up this section. Now we're going to rotate this around. We're going to focus our attention here. On the left hand side, we're going to start with a 1x1 brick with 1 stud. Then I want to proceed on with a 1x2 brick with 2 studs and several 1x4 bricks with 4 studs. In addition to all these bricks with studs, this is going to lock in our sides, and as you can see on the inside, it doesn't look all that bad. And right here, a 1x1 brick with 1 stud. For the next row, we're going to take 12 1x2 by 1 2/3 brick with 4 studs. We're going to place these right here. We're getting ready to fill in this side. Place these all right here. Yes, I went a little crazy with this part. Back here on the left, a 1x1 brick with 2 studs, and a 1x2 brick with 4 studs. And I'm going to take 3 1x2 plates with slide, place these right here. These are going to be like over here, a little trim for a window. Then 3 more 1x2 bricks with 4 studs, 3 more 1x2 plates with slide. And then a 1x2 brick with 4 studs and a 1x1 brick with 2 studs. Now we're going to take 6 1x2 by 3 frames. We're going to pop some glass into these. Make 6 windows, set these right on top of the 1x2 plates with slide. Place these in here. It's easier to put these in now before we get the last row of bricks on the top. And then right back over here, a 1x1 brick with 2 studs and a 1x2 brick with 4 studs. And in this area I'm going to place a 1x1 brick with 2 studs followed by a pair of 1x2 brick with 4 studs and a 1x brick with 2 studs right here. That's why it's easy to put the windows in, because we're going to have to squeeze these in here. And we're going to wrap this up with a 1x1 brick with 2 studs and a 1x2 brick with 4 studs. Now we're going to lock all these joints together with 3 1x8 plate with slide. Now you can see I'm going to have to wiggle and jiggle, so you're going to have to do that. Sometimes these things are a bit stubborn, so you're just going to have to rock things in and wiggle them in until everything lines up. And then now I'm going to place a set of 1x8 flat tiles right here. These are going to lock in our side panels, these 2 areas, followed by a 1x8, 1x6, and 1x8 flat tiles. Okay, I want to flip this on its side. We're going to focus our attention on the siding. Start with a 1x8 flat tile, and you could do any color you wish on the sides. Proceed on with several 1x8 and 1x4 flat tiles. And you're going to have to cover all these over. Now if you don't have enough of a certain color of tile, obviously you can go for a rainbow effect. I mean, you could do any design you want on this. It will be your project. This is more for demonstration purposes, and as you can see, the plates with slide act as decorative trim. And in addition to the tiles, this is also going to lock the sides together, so there's no way this is really going to fall apart unless you're really willing to really just rip this thing down here. I mean, you're going to have to pull on the sides to really break the parts apart. And I'm just grabbing it from a pile over here. And if you notice, I got the white on the sides to kind of act as trim here to keep this nicely uniformed here. So we got a nice little frame around it. And then now I'm just going to fill these in right here. This idea would have been really handy when I was doing the Michael Myers house. Remember that project? So these type of bricks behind here are really handy for this. And that takes care of this side. Now I want to flip this assembly over to this side. Back on the right, another 1x8 flat tile. We're just going to proceed on putting tons of 1x8 and 1x4 flat tiles on here. And right down here, I'm going to place one here horizontally. Fill this area in. Now, I'm want to put a porch light on this. So I'm just going to take a 1x2 jumper plate, place this right here, and well, I don't have a 1x6 flat tile, so I'm just going to place a 1x4 and 1x2 flat tiles. That's one way of doing it there. And while I'm here, because I'll probably forget, a 1x1x2/3 slope, transparent yellow, place that there. It makes a nice little industrial style light to light up the porch of the trailer. Place these right here. And this is a project you can have a lot of fun with in decorating. You can do any kind of design you wish on here too. Originally I wanted to do this medium nougat in brown. Well, I don't have a lot of medium nougat and brown pieces, and some of my brown is pretty old. It will, whoa, where are you going? They're pretty old, they'll be brittle and fall apart, so it's just a little better doing it this way here. Almost done here. Right here. And that, finish up the siding for our mobile office trailer. For a side-mounted AC unit, let's take a 2x6 plate. I'll place a 1x2 flat tile on the bottom studs, then a set of 1x2 radiator grills, and a 2x3 flat tile on the top, like so. Then I'm going to place this right on these 4 studs. Complete our AC unit. Now let's flip our mobile office trailer upside down. I want to make sure that the air conditioning's on the left-hand side. Right here, I'm going to place a 1x2 plate in this area. Then I'm going to place a set of 1x2x2 corner plates on top of one another. I'm going to make 2 of these and set these right in this area, right here. Followed by a 1x2 plate and a modified 1x2 plate with ball joint. Place this right next to the 1x2 plate. Then I'm going to take a modified Technic friction pin with a hole on it. I'm going to place a regular Technic friction pin right here, and then one of these 2 stud long Technic pin extenders. Place that right there, and a friction pin with stud. I need to correct an offset. Now I want to make 6 of these. I'm going to take a 1x12 Technic brick. I'm going to skip a hole right here and place this assembly right here. I'll place this one right at the end. Now these are going to be our leveling jacks. I'm going to set this assembly right here, right in this area, as shown. Then I'm going to take another 1x12 Technic brick, take 2 more leg assemblies, place this one right here. I'm going to skip a hole, place this one on the right hand side. I'm going to set this one as shown. And right in this area, a 2x2 inverted 45-degree slope, followed by a 2x3 brick and an inverted 2x2 45-degree slope. It's going to use to help support our axles. Then we're going to take a 1x10 Technic brick. I'm going to take another leg assembly, place this right here. I'm going to set this assembly right on this side, and take another 1x10 Technic brick. Make sure I get this right. Put this one right here in the last stud. Set this assembly right here. That's if it wants to go in, but there it goes. To further fortify these joints, a set of 2x4 plates right here, and some inverted 2x2x2/3 plate with bow, and place these right in this area to strengthen up our towing hitch right there. Then take 4 2x2x2/3 plate with bearing. I'm going to place these on top of our 2x4 plates. These are going to be the axles. And for tires, take a wide rim and a wide tire. Place the rim onto the tire. I want to make 4 of these and place these on the bearings. as shown to complete the chassis wheel and leveling jack assembly. Now I want to set up my legs here to level out the work trailers. I'm just going to swing these out, and now we can flip this as shown. Let's begin the top with a 4x12 plate. In this area, I'm going to set down a 2x8 plate on the right hand side. I want to make two of these, and I'm going to have these facing each other, and I want to lock this together with a 2x8 plate. Then I'm going to take several 2x4 bricks with bow. We're going to place these along both sides. This is going to form up the top and give us a nice contour. That is the only piece I could find. Now you could use any color you want for the top of your office trailer, but well, white was the only color I had on hand. So I have to use this one here. And we're going to do both sides here. It would look better with gray, but I only had 4 of these in gray, so I couldn't do that. But if you do, there you go. That's a perfect color for this. So lock all this together. There's 24 of these in total you will need for the top. I could have just speed built through this one, but I thought, well, we're going to do it all by hand here. And after we get these last 2 bricks with bow installed, we're going to flip this over like so. Now I'm going to skip a set of studs on the right hand side. I'm going to place this set of 2x6 plates right here. We have a 1 stud reveal all the way around, and I'm going to proceed on locking this joint in with a pair of 2x10 plates right here. I'm just going to pinch these together, and another set of 2x6 plates right here on the left hand side. Flip that over, make sure everything is mashed down pretty good to complete the top. Now let's take our top. We're going to set this right inside this opening. It should snap right in place. For our entry step, start with a 1x12 plate. I'm going to skip a stud on the right hand side and set down a 1x6 flat tile. Skip another stud, a 1x1 flat tile. We're going to make 2 of these, and I'm going to connect these together with a set of modified 1x4 plates with 2 studs. Place one right here, and one of these 1x1 openings. This will lock in our frame. Next, I'm going to take a 2x3 plate. I'm going to place a 2x4 plate as shown. I'm going to set this right inside this void. Right here, a 1x1 flat tile followed by a 1x2 radiator grill, a 1x1 plate, and a round 1x1 plate with 3.2 shaft right on the top right there. For our next step, take a 2x4 plate. Along one side, a set of 1x2 radiator grills and a 1x4 plate right here. Place this right on top of the previous 2x4 plate. Next, take a 1x1 round brick. I'm going to place a stud right on top. I want to make 2 of these. I'm going to place these right on top of these 2 studs. For the next set of steps, start with a 2x4 plate. I'm going to place a 1x4 plate along one side and a set of 1x2 radiator grills on this side. Now I want to make 2 of these. I'm going to place these as shown, and I'm going to place this assembly right in here. I'll take a set of 1x1 round bricks, place these on top of one another. I want to make 2 columns and set these right here. Now I want to slide this off to the side here. I'm going to take a 4x8 plate, take a modified 1x4 plate with 2 studs, place this along this side. Right here, a 1x2 radiator grill and a 1x1 plate, followed by 1x2 radiator grill, and right in this area, a 1x1 plate. Now I want to fill this whole entire field in with several 1x2 radiator grills. This is going to prevent our minifigures from having those mishaps falling down the stairs and slipping all over everything. Now if you want, you can add jumper plates to this to anchor down minifigures or accessories, but for this demonstration, let's use the radiator grills. They look pretty cool. And then right here I'm going to place these perpendicular. Get these going right here. Now I want to take this assembly and set this right on top. May have to wiggle and jiggle some parts together. Make sure everything is locked and secure. And these studs right here, a set of these 1x1 round plates with the 3.2 shaft right there. And on this stud I'm going to take a 1x1 round brick, place a 1x1 round flat tile right on the top, place this right here. Now on the remaining sticks, I'm going to take one of these holders with a 3.2 hole on the bottom. I'm going to place these right inside these areas. Have these facing like that, and this one facing perpendicular as shown. Next, I'm going to take one of these sticks with a 3.2 hole, take a 3 stud long stick, place this inside, and I want to proceed on with, this is very critical how this one goes together, with one of these holders right here. Another one of these sticks with 3.2 hole. This has got to be facing like this. Then I'm going to take a 6 stud stick with flange, place this in like that. Now that'll be our handrail. I think the easiest way to do this is I'm going to place this right in here. Snap that right in place. This is just going to rest on top of this tile, and this right here we're just going to swing right down into that holder as shown. And to finish up this back side of this rail, just a 3 stud long stick to complete the steps for the mobile office trailer. Now we can simply slide our stair assembly right here next to the door. Make sure everything opens up easily. Now we have easy access inside the mobile office trailer.